challenges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He said that first win has really helped settle this team in. They knew they could possibly be good, being ranked in the preseason poll, but now they're proving it on the field. He said, we've just got to do it week in and week out, and that starts today. They are taking that 1-0 mentality into every single game. Today is no different. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Handoff for Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He's changing the play. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll give to Frazier. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Got the first down. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
First down for the offense.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to pass, it's Cano. Under pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Looking for a man. It's Cano. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Handoff for Peoples. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Peoples. Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Just gets rid of that one.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to suck through and pick it up. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's a give to Frazier. He's got enough. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. To the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Deep in the end zone, it's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. He's past the marker. He's loose down the left side. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got loose and it was lights out after that. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
Number 90, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room. The coverage unit wasn't having it. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period.
Here we go.
This time they'll throw it. That's caught. It's Wiley. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making the adjustment on the play. Handoff for Frazier. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Got him on the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Right side, it's Riley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Cano. Finds his tight end. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's a give to Peoples. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Cano. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's a give to Frazier. Turning it on! Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On first down, Nate Frazier. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Changing the routes with his receivers. Second down, going to throw it. Still looking to his right. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Dogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Cano. Look out! Fires downfield. Makes the grab. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 9 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Tigers looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Peoples. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fighting off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Handoff for Peoples. Pass to 6. Oh, he's got some space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Touchdown, Penn State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 94, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Quarterback changing the play. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Frazier again. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Play action on 1st down. Moving to his left. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Push is ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Making the adjustment. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff for Frazier. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way, the 30.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. That's his 3rd touchdown in the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record at Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia using its final timeout here. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. Wants to throw one first. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Fights off a defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. He'll be dropped. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Cano. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. And
Both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets.
Number 94 sets a kickoff.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. He's changing the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Cano. Out wide right, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. There's some room. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
Let's go.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Straight ahead, it's Frazier. There he goes. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Georgia going up tempo.
Booster. Go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tight end now in motion.
Ready, go.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
On the ground with the counter. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Moving the pocket, it's Cano. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short the line of scrimmage. I think he'll give him a sack. When you face a blitz on 3rd and 1, there's a chance for a big play, but they didn't get rid of the football.
No, and you blitz because you're thinking, I got to stop the run. I got to make sure they don't get 1 yard. And the offense tries to sneak it in there, be a little bit tricky. The defense has none of it and gets a huge stop on 3rd down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Penn State will spend its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Going for it all. Touchdown, Penn State. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Powers inside. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The fake wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. A great catch and run for 6.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
Tough run here. It's Croma. He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the 2-point conversion attempt will fail. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Looking for the edge. Now the toss. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll run it with James Peoples. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Peoples one more time. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He scores for the 5th time in this game. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, it's Bowens. At the 35, he's loose. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The handoff shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.